highlights. Lagos State Government announces September 1 as kickoff of second phase of Onjeko Food Discount Market. Federal Government, Academic Union of Universities meet over strike notices. On the foreign scene, Sweden charges 2 men over 2023 Quran burnings. And in sport, Team Nigeria to begin Paralympics campaign on Thursday as game gets underway in Paris. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. In a bid to further alleviate the suffering over the high cost of food items, the Lagos State Government has announced September 1 as a kick-off date of the second phase of Onjeko Food Discount Market across the metropolis. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusonya, who announced the reintroduction of the Onjeko Food Discount Market at a media briefing in Alausa, Ikeja, noted that over 250,000 residents benefited from the first phase of the exercise that lasted 6 weeks. Olusonya said that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu approved the second phase of the 25% Onjeko discount market to run for at least 8 consecutive weeks in 64 centers across local governments in the state, Alausa Secretariat, Lekki Phase 1, and within campuses of state-owned tertiary institutions. According to her, the second phase of the Onjeko Sunday market will hold between 10 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the evening, every Fridays in tertiary institutions, as well as Wednesdays and Saturdays at the food hub in Mushin.
Beyond providing food items at discounted prices, Mr. Governor is engaging approximately 6,000 personnel to give these services to the ocean. And over 3,000 businesses will be working with us to supply these food items. We will be engaging those in transportation, logistics, and in other necessities. This will ensure the smooth operation of the markets and further bolster our local economy. We are confident that this initiative will continue to make a positive impact on the lives of the ocean, and we encourage everyone to participate.
On its part, the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, urged the media to be wary of fake news, saying that some people are out to discredit the program. Omotosho noted that despite the fact that Lagos is not an agricultural state, it has successfully implemented policies that have boosted food production and food and jobs for the unemployed.
Isn't overseas that even though Lagos is not an food production state, they have done something worthwhile to alleviate the suffering of our people, to make life easier for people. And yet there are people among us, we will always have them among us, who will feel that it is for them to start down just running the program. But I know that people like you, the first, they are not going to succeed.
Some of the food items available for purchase at 25% discounts at the market includes rice, beans, gari, bread, egg, tomatoes, pepper, and onions. Lagos State Government, through the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, has targeted 200 youths across the state for a specialized ICT training and globally recognized certifications to empower them and strengthen the state's economy in today's digital era. Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Akiyemi Ajikpotafe, who stated this at a press conference in Alausa, Ikeja, noted that proficiency in technology is not merely beneficial but a fundamental necessity at a period where technological expertise is the key to unlocking doors of opportunity, enhancing employability, and propelling innovation across all sectors. To ensure inclusivity and accessibility, Ajikpotafe said the training will be conducted across the 5 locations that represent the Bile divisions of the state in Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, Lagos Island, and Ekpe. The commissioner said the program is targeted at Lagos State youths between the ages 18 and 35, while priority will be given to individuals who demonstrate a keen interest in ICT but lack access to formal training opportunities.
This initiative is not just about providing training. It is about fostering a mindset of innovation, creativity, and resilience. We're empowering our youth not only to find jobs, but to create jobs, to become entrepreneurs. By harnessing the power of technology, we are opening up a world of possibilities for our youth. The trainers leading this program are top-notch, bringing real-world experience and insight into this classroom. Participants will engage in hands-on projects, workshops, and networking opportunities that will enhance their learning experience and prepare them for success in the job market.
Ajikota first stated that the Sanwo-Olu administration believes that through investing in the skills development of the youth, aside helping them to find meaningful employment, they will also contribute to the broader goals of economic growth and technological advancement within the state. The training program is in which the curriculum is designed to cover data science, full stack web development, will hold for 4 months, commencing in October 2024 and will be concluded in January 2025. 222 young adults, 83 of them children, have benefited from ICT initiatives under the Shomolu local government's flagship tech programs. Executive Chairman, Shomolu local government, Abdul Ahmad Salahu, stated this at a press conference organized by the Office of a Special Advisor on ICT to showcase his administration's innovative ICT initiatives. Salahu was represented by his vice, Adekunle Ekinyemi Odujobi, said the flagship tech programs were to bridge the digital divide and empower Shomolu youths with the skills needed to thrive in the digital age.
Team plus agenda. Our administration has been committed to creating a customized policy to cater to the human capital development of our youth. To achieve this, we established Shomolu Tech Intervention, SOTEC, an initiative driven by 4 core principles. First, leadership, guiding our ICT policy, initiating our projects. Second, partnership, collaborating with experts and organizations to drive progress. Third, scholarship, providing opportunity for skill acquisition and knowledge sharing. Last, mentorship, nurturing, and guiding our youth to excel in the digital landscape.
On his part, Special Advisor on ICT to Chairman of Shomolu Local Government, Kola Mohammed, said the local government will be elevating 40 outstanding youths who have excelled in his ICT skill acquisition programs to advance free scholarship opportunities in such as user experience, UX, and user interface, UI design, front-end web development, among other relevant digital skills.
It's a continuous journey actually, and we don't intend to stop because our target is to actually reach as more and more youth to actually absorb them to that pool of tech guys and tech people so that they can actually elevate our local government and they can turn around the fortunes of other youths. They could be role models for other youths when they see them doing very well.
Earlier, beneficiaries from the various tech initiatives commended the leadership of the local government for trainings and skills up workshops which have given them the needed edge in today's digital world.
So I benefited from the Good Tech initiative, which is around November, December 2022. But alhamdulillah for today, I'm now a UI UX designer.
I participated in Tech Spark program. I mean, I learned a lot, I experienced a lot. I even went to Unilag and I learned about IoT, PCB. It was really a nice experience.
Our reporter, Adewale Olowokoroku, quoted the coordinator of National Youth Council of Nigeria, Shomolu Branch, Isan Ahmed Sadeko, as calling for the inclusion of persons living with disabilities, particularly youth clusters, in the various ICT training programs. The Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Enforcement Agency task force has apprehended 4 suspects linked to the August 13 attack on the BRT bus en route Orile Gomu to Alaba Suru on the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. While addressing journalists at the task force yard at Oshodi, Assistant Commissioner of Police Operations Olushola Oyewole noted that many of the task force swung into action on same day to arrest one Muhammad Ali, 30 years, and 3 others, while some suspects are still at large. Oyewole will condemned the acts in its entirety, stated that the suspect will be charged to the court and one criminally minded person in the state to desist or face the full wrath of the law. Oyewole will condemn the act in its entirety, stated that the suspect will be charged to court and one criminally minded person in the state to desist or face the full wrath of the law. The chairman, the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Enforcement Agency, Task Force, Adetayo Akerele, who spoke in an interview after parading the suspects, assured commuters and Lagos residents of adequate security, urging them to go about their daily activities without fear or favor.
State government has zero tolerance for this kind of disruptive acts. And these ones, I think others will have to learn from it because they will not find it easy. Not find it easy as we are going to charge them to court and they will be charged accordingly.
It will be recalled that the victims of the BRT incident were robbed, injured, and dispossessed of their valuables. And now to the rest of the stories. The meeting between the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has begun today in Abuja. This was due to the recent threats by the University Lecturers Union to down tools over the alleged federal government's failure to meet its demands. ASU, following resolutions reached at its National Executive Council meeting held at the University of Ibadan on August 19, threatening to go on a nationwide strike over the federal government's failure to honor the 2009 renegotiated agreement. The union's demands include improvements in welfare, university funding, and halting of the proliferation of universities across the state. In his response, Minister of Education Tahil Maman said letters of invitation had been sent to the leadership of the union and other organizations that their grievance was being attended to. Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory has called for the collaborative efforts from members of the public, the media, and all relevant stakeholders to avert collapsed building incidents. The general manager of the agency, Olayinka Abdul, stated this during a press briefing following the alarming rise of sharp practices by some residents flouting materials testing protocols. Abdul said the agency, in line with the Themes Plus agenda of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration, is poised at ensuring safety of lives and averting collapsed building incidents. The general manager also frowned at intimidation, pressurizing, tampering with testing samples, and abuse of personnel of the agency while on duty. Abdul hinted that the state government has established regulatory standards and regulation to guide construction practices, noting that the agency is committed to ensuring that the lines are strictly enforced for safety to residents' lives. It will interest you to know that in the last 1 year, the Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory has carried out a total of 584 building tests across the states. And now to foreign news. 2 men in Sweden will go on a trial after burning the Quran several times during protests last year, which sparked widespread outrage in Muslim countries. Swedish prosecutors said the duo committed offenses of agitation against an ethnic or national group 4 separate times. The charges said the 2 desecrated the Quran, including burning it, while making derogatory remarks about Muslims, in one case outside a mosque in the capital, Stockholm. The events in the summer of 2003 angered Muslim leaders, prompted Sweden to tighten security and strained its relations with countries in the Middle East. Now sports. Team Nigeria will begin its campaign at the 2024 Paralympics Games on Thursday in the table tennis event following Monday's draw at the South Paris Arena. The team had been drawn against formidable British and Chinese opponents in the men's doubles and mixed doubles events. Nigeria has a proud history in Paralympics table tennis, having won 2 gold and 3 bronze medals since the first win in Atlanta in 1996. Meanwhile, opening ceremony billed for 7 p.m. local time today will be focused on the Palais de la Code, with the first of the 549 gold medals to be awarded on Thursday. Action will conclude with the closing ceremony at the Stade de France on Sunday, September 8th. And that's our news at 9, but just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sawulu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In a bid to further alleviate the sufferings of residents over the high cost of food items, the Lagos State Government has announced September 1 as the kick-off date of the second phase of Onjeko food discount market across the metropolis. The meeting between the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has begun today in Abuja. We also told you that 2 men in Sweden will go on a trial after burning the Quran several times during protests last year, which sparked widespread outrage in Muslim countries. And in sport, Team Nigeria will begin its campaign at the 2024 Paralympics Games on Thursday in the table tennis event following Monday's draw at the South Paris Arena. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesuwa Ejoyoka. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.